This is getting really bad because like I'm at the point where like I don't even like I don't want to do anything to make money. I don't want to have to do anything to make $1. I don't want to.
It's really good to see how people are getting it, that we are just slaving for money. There's a video I'm going to play with you that broke down everything about this video that I just played, which I want you all to sit down, relax, and watch to the end. My name is Maria David, and welcome back again to another interesting video. So let's watch this video to the end and come back and talk about it.
I know you're super busy scrolling, but let me just interrupt you for just a minute. Watch this.
I don't want to do anything to make money. I don't want to.
I just find it so terrible that at the young age of 23, I'm ready to check out. Like, I don't want to do anything at all. I don't want to work because my money's not mine. I don't want to go to school because I feel like I'm getting a degree for somebody else. Like, I don't want to do anything. And I feel like that's so sad.
Having my regular meltdown and realizing I'm never going to escape capitalism. And I'm just going to be a cog in the machine of productivity for my whole life.
You know that numb feeling that you have now? Like that sense of ambivalence? Like you're kind of just going through the motions.
World
and pretending like this is just life.
I
was at work today and I said, I can't believe that our parents and our grandparents and everybody else before them worked
and go to
every
work
day of their fucking life
for the rest of our lives.
Same fucking monotonous,
5
boring
days a
ass
week.
shit. 40 plus hours a
2
week
weeks of
just
vacation.
to retire at the ripe age of what, 60, 65, 70, where they literally can't enjoy the money that they have made.
Quitting and that this generation doesn't want to work. The reality is many of us that are in my age or a little older, a little younger, are working jobs that do not care about us as people. And I'm going to say that again because I think that's a very, very important distinction that a lot of people are forgetting. I am not going to fucking kill myself over a job that doesn't care about me as a human being. I am not going to put in a 60-hour work week and pull myself up by my bootstraps for a job that does not care about me as a person.
Are exhausted. If you work a regular job, even if you don't work a regular job,
I had a series of fucking panic attacks at fucking work today. Like, we are not supposed to live like this, y'all.
Go to work so that I can afford my house and my car, and I have to have my car so I can go to work, and we all live so isolated from each other.
What's wrong with capitalism? The first question. Well, on one level, and this may strike you as a bit contradictory, nothing's wrong with it. And what do I mean? I mean that it's working the way it always has. It is pursuing profits. The people who own and operate the businesses of the United States, the factories, the offices, the stores, are looking to make a buck. They're doing business the way they always have.
Seriously, I am not the only person that feels this pressure. Look at the video. There's so many people that are experiencing burnout. People who can't retire because in today's world, with inflation constantly getting higher, you can't afford to retire. There aren't enough dollars in savings because you're already not making enough to pay the bills that you currently have. You're burned out because you're working 40 hours a week, and that's the minimum. Some companies require you to work 50 hours a week. And then let's not even talk about the companies that require you to work 40 hours a week, but then expect you to work 50 hours a week just to show your loyalty. Like, ooh, be fucking for real. Be fucking for real. For everybody that says that this current system works, you're part of the problem. Capitalism is the problem. Consumerism is the problem. There are people in the world who don't even make enough to pay for their basic necessities. That is crazy. People are having whole breakdowns. What do you mean this works? At my core, what makes me the most frustrated is the fact that there is a way to not have to work yourself to death. I get it. People think that entrepreneurs work these crazy hours, and they're right. Some do, but not everybody does. I worked 3 hours today. I worked 3 hours today, and it's not unlike most other days. You don't have to put in more work than you actually have to put in. And I think that's the problem. People don't understand that when you work a regular traditional job, a 9 to 5, if you will, they require you to just be working constantly. If you get your job done in 30 minutes, they expect for you to come back and find something new to do to take the place of the fact that you're no longer busy. And that is crazy to me. The idea is I need to get what I need to get done done in X amount of time. If there are 8 hours to do it and I do it in 3, then I have 5 free hours. The math makes sense to me. I don't understand this. It's really frustrated for all of you guys who live this life but also feel boxed in. You don't want to invest in yourself and you don't want to try to learn any new way. But understand that you have to step outside of your comfort zone. I understand where you are because I've been there. I've been in a place where the steady paycheck was the scariest thing for me. Leaving that steady paycheck was the most scary thing for me. So I decided that I would keep working these pointless jobs, making minimal income compared to the amount of money that you're making for them. But that's another conversation for another video. And I wanted to just keep that job because I felt like it was security. The reality is, if COVID taught us anything, if the pandemic taught us anything, is that you can't rely on those jobs. You need to have something that you control. Why are you letting these people control your livelihood?
We work as if we can never stop working. We keep looking at this money like, oh, we need to, even when you are making little, you want to still work more to make more. Like, there is no even time. And especially doing 9-to-5 job, that is really tiring. I remember when I was doing 9-to-5 job, you put in your all, you put in your time, your energy. You don't even have little time for the little time you even have for yourself. You are still working, you know. And this is really exhausting, and I'm really happy that people are awakening or people are getting to see what is really going on, how this capitalism is really, as in, it is really, really sad. I want to know what you all think down in the comment section. What do you think about this video down in the comment section? I would like to hear from you all. Of course, a lot of people have a lot to say. Just as the video you just finished watching now, they had a lot to say. Everybody was coming out. Everybody was talking. Everybody was like, yes, we're tired. Like, what is it? Like, why is this? Why is the society like this? That why do we have to keep working till we're like 60? And when we're 60, that is not even when you want to start enjoying your money. Like, you're already weak and tired, you're ready to die, you know. People are speaking up, people are tired. I'm going to post some stitches of what people have to say concerning this video after this, then come back.
I don't want to do anything to make money.
This is waking up to late stage capitalism, and that the only way that capitalism can exist is if we keep feeding it more of our time, our effort, our resources. Its very function is not sustainable. And we all got a taste of what it could be like, because during the pandemic, we couldn't work, we couldn't be productive, and the world still survived. We're still here. So it is possible. When the world collectively had to take a time out, the animals were thriving, nature was regenerating itself, we were healing and regenerating ourselves. Like, it doesn't have to be this way.
I don't want to do anything to make money. I don't want to.
Every single person in that video is going through a spiritual awakening, but they don't know it because our current societal constructs have done a really good job at teaching people how to be hopeless and helpless, while simultaneously removing any sort of tool or technique to help them be empowered. And so naturally, like every single human who is out of alignment, the feelings of despair, inadequacy, lack of motivation, depression, and anxiety start to set in. And when those people seek some type of support, rather than getting to the root of why they're unmotivated or why they feel so depleted, so unsatisfied, they will be medicated, which will numb their feelings while never getting to the root cause. So they'll continue to plug into the matrix while living out of alignment and never experiencing who they are at their fullest expression. Because you see, people who are aligned with their highest expression, they're empowered, they're confident, they're individual thinkers. They're not afraid to do the hard work. They're not afraid to go against the grain. Every single person on earth deserves to live a fulfilled life, but that requires work. And when people live fulfilled lives, they're no longer codependent on a system. Moral of the story, do your work. Remember who you are in your life.
I don't want to do anything to make money. I don't want to.
Y'all see that, right? Telling y'all, they knew this shit was coming. They already know it's coming. They know that shit cannot last forever. The shit that we is experiencing right now, this shit that happened so many fucking times. I'm telling y'all know what age we in. Y'all know this already. They system is crashing. It already done crashed. I'm telling y'all this. I'm telling y'all. They know it's over. Everybody's about to stop working. I'm telling y'all, because we done with this shit. It's pointless. Like, seriously. Nobody is about to keep on slaving for money that's not even yours. And then let me say this. This on my mind earlier. I had seen something about them trying to say that there was in debt. They was in debt of like trillions of dollars. How the fuck are you? Who are you in debt to? Debt. Whatever. Debt. Fuck that. This language. But yeah, they try to say that they make the money. How y'all in debt? What the fuck? 111. Question everything. 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 It don't matter. Question everything. Stay woke.
Like, I don't want to do anything to make money. I don't want to.
I'm so glad most of us is on the same page when it comes to this, because I'm just like, where is the book on adulting? Like, where the hell, how are we? Cause I'm just winging it. I swear to God, I'm just winging it. And I'm kind of jealous of the generation before us, like our parents' generation and shit. Like, I'm jealous that they were so fortunate to be brainwashed. They were fortunate to be brainwashed because society just told them to go to school, get a degree, get a career, get married, go to church, and work the job 40 years, die. And it was just like, okay, yeah, we'll do that. And then our generation is like, but nah, like are you sure? Like, cause I hate that my generation, it's a blessing and a curse that we had to figure out that we were getting brainwashed, and we had to figure out the system was broken, and we was just like, nah, this don't feel right. So now, in turn of that, if we don't just figure it out, whatever the hell we supposed to be doing and can monetize off of that, we just live in misery. We just be miserable for until we fucking die. Cause like, you ever try to have a conversation with your parents, like just to try to see where their head is at and try to get some information from, and they're so far removed that they can't even fathom, like they can't even figure. Like, I remember, like, I was complaining to my mom the other day, and she was like, and I was like, Mom, like, I'm just so tired of working. I'm so tired. I'm exhausted. I don't know what to do. I'm always broke. I'm miserable. And she was just like, yeah, that's why you should go and try to get the other job and work at UPS. They got good benefits. They got real good benefits over there, and they pay real good, and I'm like, no, you don't get it. I'm tired of working. I am tired of it all. Like, I am tired of it. And my mom's just like, yeah, well, that's life. That's what you gotta do. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to work by the sweat of your brow, or whatever the fuck, whatever. Like, but I'm just like, you don't get it for real. Like, I try to have the same conversation with my dad, just like, man, I am so tired of this shit. I'm exhausted. Like, I feel like I'm broke as hell. I don't want to do this shit. Like, he like, yeah, that's why I told you to go to the army. You should have went to the military. See, that's why you should have went to the military. I'm like, what the fuck? Y'all not hearing me. Like, what is going on? Y'all are not hearing me. And it sucks that this generation had to be the one to figure out that the system is broken, but in turn, we just live in misery unless we can monetize what we love.
Honestly, this one hit me so deep in my core. If you can't hear the audio, it's because TikTok wouldn't let it come over. But girl says she just don't want to live and have to work and make money. Or I said that a little backwards. She said she don't want to have to work to make money. And I feel her. And another guy stitched it. And he was trying to say his version of what she's trying to say. Now there's a bit of a harmony here for me, because now I'm starting to think, and I'm thinking about this and probably think about this for a long time. I'm born in the 80s, 1985 to be exact. During my time, my great grandmother was alive, pushing up on 90, and my grandmother, who was like trailing right behind her. Okay, what I have come to learn as a present day is everything, because Caesar Brazaris was hanging in my grandma's house. Okay, if you don't know who that is, do a little homework. For everybody who know what I'm saying, overstand, that man was hanging in my house. Now I've come to the understanding that my grandparents and my mom and my great grandparents, they might have known some of these things, because my mama considered herself a scholar. Okay, a scholar. So she knew a lot of these things, but what I've come to realize is they had something going on mentally that gave them no ability to act on it, which is scary and puzzling that they had an inability to act on what they know. Now all of us know what we know, and a reverse situation is happening. The same inability to act and unmotivated seems like it's trickling the rest of society yet again, where people are just not sure what to do with what they know, how to move forward, and how to build a life with the knowledge that they have. I say this, you better figure something out, because this life ain't free. And if it could be free, then you better figure out how to make it free. You better figure out how to find some land. You better figure out how to make something grow off that land. You better figure out how to create heat when you need it, cold when you need it. You better figure something out. And only people that really have true access to that, as you already know, is the wealthy. The wealthy has already taken care of that. So people like you and I would have to create sustainable living for ourselves. So no, I don't want to work for a living, not unless I'm doing what I love. And the old saying is, do what you love, you never work a day in your life. Let's focus on what we love. So if we love to share, then share more. Be more. Fulfill yourself.
I don't want to do anything to make money. I don't want to.
Before everybody get their panties in a bunch, listen carefully to what I'm about to say. Andrew Tate said the key to success is to put your emotions aside and work based off of what you don't want to do, right? What you don't want to do. All the people who are found the key to success, who has the lavish homes, who has a lot of materialistic possessions, they have embedded in their minds and ingrained a procedure and process in their minds that has numbed them to emotions to the capacity where they don't necessarily care about the average day-to-day person, like these people in the stitching that I just stitched. They don't care about your tiredness, your inability to continue to work, and how we struggle, how people struggle, how there's still homeless people. They get rid of those people. And successful people, the people that are higher up, and they refuse to share the abundance of possessions that they do have to the poor or people in need. Those people are not kind. And yes, working shouldn't be a thing. You shouldn't be working towards something that is not yours. You shouldn't be working towards a society that doesn't give back. You shouldn't be working for people that don't have kindness in their hearts or emotions to back their success. Rather, they have a numb feeling of desire towards a higher position in their life. Successful people, although they've reached the ability of succession and they've aspired to their desire, it does not mean that they're good people. And us people who are middle class, who are low class, and even homeless people, we will never, the way the world has worked for so many, centuries, millenniums, and stuff like that, it's so hard to fix it now because we're so used to our possessions and that even our parents don't realize why we're mentally incapable of continuing in such a world that gives you nothing but sadness. There's nothing to look forward to in days of despair.
I don't want to do anything to make money. I don't want to.
I just find it so terrible that at the young age of 23, I'm ready to check out. Like, I don't want to do anything at all. I don't want to work because my money's not mine. I don't want to go to school because I feel like I'm getting a degree for somebody else. Like, I don't want to do anything. And I feel like that's so sad. And that speaks a lot to like the system that we're under. And I just feel like it's so irritating to hear older people be like, no, you guys are just lazy. No, this system is terrible and I'm broke. And anytime I make money, it's not my money. That's the problem. And life isn't the way it was when you were 23. So I'm not interested anymore. Ooh, I've been so, ooh.
Go back and watch the entire video before you listen to me. I quit my job on December 9th of last year. And I honestly cannot bring myself to work for another company. I got another job probably like 2 or 3 months after, because I just got to that point where I was like, what do I do? Like, what am I actually going to do? And so I started the job process again of sending out my resume, landed a job, worked at it literally one day, and was like, no, I am not working for crap pay again. I am not doing this all over again. Like, the only way our system stops is if you stop participating in it. That's the only way it's going to happen. I, for the life of me, cannot muster it up anymore to just simply be okay with everything that is going on. I'm just not okay with it. At this point in my life, I am choosing to be homeless and have no money over participating in this system. I am not homeless as of now, but it probably will come very soon. And that is a choice that I am willing to make. That is a sacrifice that I am willing to make in order to try and shift this, in order to try and change our society. Because at the end of the day, change starts on a singular level. We all think that changing our society is some incredibly hard task to do. Like we will never be able to obtain it. And that's just so far from the truth. I know in my soul that this is not what life is. We are all walking around miserable and angry because either consciously or subconsciously, we know that this is not what life is. Something is fundamentally wrong with this system. We as human beings have completely disconnected from our roots, from nature, from all of it. And that is why we see the world in its current state. More and more people need to realize that this illusion that you're in, that you are stuck, is in fact an illusion. They have created it for a reason. It's time that we bring this country and world into a more sustainable status.
Yeah, we've come to the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you find the video interesting and educative. This video is just for educational purposes. It is not to bring down any creator. Let me know what you think down in the comment section, because this channel, we have conversations down in the comment section. We express our feelings, our thoughts down in the comment section respectfully. And I hope to hear from you all down in the comment section. As I said earlier, my name is Maria David, and thank you all so much for sticking around to this point. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.